Hi everyone and welcome to Lucy's Larking Adventures. We're here at this lovely brook just on the outskirts of Bath today. About a couple of miles downstream from here there is an old abandoned railway bridge and I filmed a video there before and found some pretty exciting stuff. So we've just discovered a way into this bit and we're pretty excited. We were stood on that bridge earlier and we could see that there is some exciting stuff in the water we've already spotted. We just had to kind of work out a way to get in and we are in now. So you might have seen my little tease on Facebook or Instagram. Some of you got the right answer, but we'll show you that when we get to it. So we're going to start having a look now. Pretty clear water, lovely bank holiday sunny weather here in southwest England. So we're excited to see what we can find. So let's get started. See you in a sec. So the first thing I've spotted is this. I'm sure you can see it too. So it's looking pretty great. I'm going to go in and get it out. There it is, just nestled on the top, look, waiting to be found. Isn't that fun? What is it? It looks like cali fig, doesn't it? I can't quite read it. It is, yes, successors to the California Fig Syrup Co. Cali fig. So yeah, that's a really great start, isn't it? So good sign that there's going to be some old, interesting stuff here. Fingers crossed there'll be lots more. I can see some little chips of pottery as well, so I'm going to collect some of those up as I go. And I'll bring you back shortly with my next find. So we've just headed up under this bridge now because we know that this is where some exciting stuff is. So we're going to start here and then work our way sort of backwards because we've got to go back that way anyway to get out. I've just spotted another bottle here, look. So I'm going to go in and see if that's got any age to it. Pretty sweet, doesn't it? Look, it's a tiny one. I like to find the really small ones. No name or anything on it though. Wonder what that was for. Sauce bottle, do you think? Interesting size though, isn't it? So yeah, definite keeper for us. So I'll just put this out the way. My little stand over there, and then I'll bring you over to what we spotted from the bridge earlier, which has been very exciting. There it is. We could see that right from up on the bridge. Just laying there, look, waiting to be found. Let's go in and get it out. Oh, it feels really fragile, you know, this one actually. A nice thin stem on it. Look at that, isn't that brilliant? Still got the little stand, look, from where it would have stood up. An old clay smoking pipe. Absolutely love finding these. Really love finding these. It's just so lovely, aren't they? And they've got so much history to tell you as well. So yeah, what a spot from the bridge. And then it's been a bit frustrating sort of trying to work out how to get down and get it, but here we are. Add this one to our collection and it looks like there's going to be more to find as well. So we'll keep going and we'll bring you back shortly and let you know what else there is. So it feels like now with it we've picked up the thing that we already knew was here, the hunt can sort of begin properly. So I'll bring you with me for a little bit. I'm going to pick up some of the pretty pottery that I can already see sort of lying on the surface. The first bit I've pulled out is this, look. Lovely old design to it. So come with me and we'll see what else there is. Another lovely piece of blue and white there, look. Always a pleasure to find, isn't it? Okay, it's just lying on the top, isn't it? In this nice clear water, just waiting to be picked up. That's lovely, isn't it? Look at that colour. Brilliant, isn't it? There is a coin there, look. That's 1p. I'm not going to pick it up because it may well have been someone's wish from the bridge. So it adds more value there than it does here. There is a bottle here. I wonder if that's modern or not. Let's go and have a look. It feels like it's got a modern bottom to it. Yeah, look at that. Pretty modern one. So not a keeper for us. It'll be a relic one day. What's this? Oh look. The remains of some sort of jug, I'd say, from the size and shape of it. Lovely colour. this looks interesting, doesn't it? Is it a little bottle? I can't tell if it's complete, so I'm going to go and get my gloves on and we'll pull that one out and see what it is. See you in a sec. Okay, we're back. Let's get them out. Oh, look. It is pretty complete, actually. It's just the shape was a bit deceiving. A bit of a cut from the top. What does that say? I can't read it. It looks like it says AM to me, but that doesn't mean anything to me. Let me know what you think. I'll try and give it a bit of a clean up. Yeah, look, a mam, it looks like it says. What is it? Well, it's sweet, isn't it, all the same? So yeah, I'm really pleased about that. Let me know what you think. Right, Ryan's gone on a little bit ahead to see what he can find. He loves finding clay pipes, perhaps almost more than I do, actually, I'd say. So he's going to go and see if he can find any more. You never know. And I'm just still having a little poodle about under this bridge. And I can see a couple of signs of interesting things. So, give me some glass things. Let's go and see if they're any good. This is a jar, isn't it? Look how clear the water is. These are becoming quite a common find for Lucy's Larking, actually, aren't they? Still, I suppose you can imagine how common they were, can't you? In times gone by, so that makes sense, I suppose. Where are you? There you are. So definitely glass. Here it comes. What do we think about this? Oh, look, it's a Pepsi bottle. I've absolutely always wanted to find a Pepsi bottle. Okay, so half the name is rubbed off. I get it. But I still know what it is and I'm still over the moon with it. Look at that. Look, you can still see it's got the Pepsi Cola in the glass here. Oh, I'm just over the moon with this. How exciting is that? It's a shame that the name's rubbed off the front, but you know, it's obviously been there for quite a long time and it's been on my kind of most wanted list for quite a long time, so yay! Really pleased with that. Give that a good clean up. That's going to take pride of place in my collection cabinet. So this bridge keeps giving. There is some kind of junky stuff in the middle that you can probably see, but that's kind of always the way under bridges because stuff gets trapped there over time. But I'm going to just go and have a look at these two things. The first one you will, if you've seen any of my videos before, recognise, I'm sure. Some of you will be more pleased than others, I'm sure, to spot one of these. I'm always pleased to find a paste jar. Cheers! And then, look at this bottle here. So hopefully this feels pretty complete. Could be modern, of course. Yeah, I think it is. Look at that, Foster's Gold. So, never mind, you can't win them all, I suppose. Look at this neat little thing. Little ceramic, tiny little ceramic sort of dish, I'd say, and it says Manchester Desk and then John Highwood along the bottom. So I'm making the assumption that that is like a little tiny inkwell that you'd have in a desk, but that's got to have some age to it, hasn't it, don't you think? I wonder who John Highwood was. I wonder what the Manchester Desk was. Let me know your thoughts on this. I kind of love it, isn't it great? I just thought I'd show you this find. I'm still under the bridge, I'm having a great time here. So I think this is pretty old, some sort of, I mean, I'd say it's probably some sort of cup or something. It could have been a jug, something along those lines. And I'd say industrial, do you think? The reason I say that is because when I find this sort of thing, it always just kind of, for me, it sort of typifies this area. It's got a really long history around here of sort of mining and other sort of heavy industry, and even still to this day, you know, it's still very common around here to have sort of industrial factories and that sort of thing. And I just thought it's kind of like a relic of that sort of thing, isn't it? Don't know what it is, what it was used for, but it seems like the sort of thing I would expect to find here. So I just thought I'd show you. Not got much use in it anymore, but it's obviously been knocking around a long time, and I'm pretty sure if it could tell its story, it would be a really interesting one. Let me catch you up on a couple of quick finds. This is an older bottle, but it's not sort of massively old, a few years, and it's plain, which is always a shame, but they're actually really decorative, so I don't mind finding these, you know. Probably a sauce bottle of some sort, I would say. And then look at this. So not quite a paste jar. This would have been a mustard jar or something like that. But I know there is at least one family who watch my videos who take a sip of wine every time Lucy finds a paste jar. So no one would judge you for having one now. I think we'll excuse you for taking one with this mustard jar. It's close enough. Cheers. So I can hear Ryan coming back, so I'm just going to catch up with him, see what he's found. I'll bring you back in a sec. I do love it when Ryan comes back with his finds, because it's just exciting, isn't it, to see what someone else has spotted. And look at this. I can honestly say we've never found one of these before. This is like the old phone that you would have to kind of use this dial all the way around. I actually used to have one of these when I was a child, so you know, I can remember them. It's pretty neat, isn't it? What a fun thing to find. It's a shame that this handle's missing there, isn't it? But yeah, I'm kind of pleased with that, you know. I like it a little bit. Also this bottle top look, which is not kind of super old, but I don't think they make them anymore. It's Grolsch, and this is a ceramic sort of stopper with the rub around, and it would have just been, you know, kind of a swing cap on a glass beer bottle. It's pretty neat. And then this is, I mean, I'm a little bit heartbroken about this. Look at this, a ginger beer. It would have been, it says something, ginger beer and stout, and it's got a bath there, which is just, I love finding local stuff. I've never found a complete ginger beer bottle. It is on my can't wait to find one. I know it's going to happen one day, so you know, hopefully that's kind of a step in the right direction, but it's pretty neat all the same, isn't it? So yeah, well done Ryan, really pleased with those finds. We're going to head on a bit further now, so I'm going to bring you back in a sec and we'll see what else we can find. So I just got pretty excited because I found my first Pepsi Cola bottle, which I hope you can help me age. And I've just found a Coke bottle as well. Now I know that they still do Coke in glass bottles, but I know that they've done it for quite a long time. I also know that there is a way to age them, but unfortunately I don't yet know what that way is. So help me out if you think you can. What do we think of the age of this bottle? It obviously would have had a label because I can't see a sort of Coke symbol anywhere. Need a bit of a clean up, doesn't it? And this is the bottom, so this is what I mean. It's probably slightly more modern, isn't it? But how modern? So, you know, Coke and Pepsi together had to be worth a mention, didn't it? I'm just going to catch you up on some lovely pottery pieces that I found. Look at the colour of this. Isn't this just stunning? Can you imagine what that would have been like when it was complete and in its heyday? It's just wonderful, isn't it? What a lovely shade of green. A couple more pieces here. Sorry, fly on my hand. This is beautiful as well, isn't it? I think this is going to clean up lovely. Lovely colours, and it's just got the remnants of that sort of building on it, look, with the tree outside. And then this is fun as well, look. I really wish that there was a little bit more of this so that I could try and work out where it came from. I'm still going to try, because it's obviously a pub. Something in, Coombs or something like that. So you know, see what I can find out. But isn't that nice? Do you know, I love it when I find letters just looking at me from the bottom of the water. So yeah, anything with a bit of writing on, I'll always pick it up. So you can probably see that I actually have not moved that far at all from where I started off, because there's just so much stuff, and it's just really intriguing to just go and pick it all up and see what it all is. And look at this little beauty that I've just found, a lovely clay pipe bowl. Unfortunately that's all that's left of it, but it's intriguing me because look at the design of it. It's got these little sort of lumps all over it, so almost like a fairly rudimentary sort of design on it, just to make it a bit patterned, but still quite effective, don't you think? Ryan's just pulled this out. Look at it. Chubb, it says. So I don't know if it's something to do with sort of keys, because I think Chubb is like a security firm or something, isn't it? They make like keys or locks or something, so it would kind of make sense. But it also could be a great name for a dog, so you know, maybe it is a little dog tag. So I'm just going to head over here. I'm going to bring you with me because I can see some nice bits of pottery. So let's go off now and just pick those up. We'll head off under the bridge and see what we can find. Look at this. Oh, look at that. That's lovely, isn't it? It's almost like a sort of fern design, isn't it? Oh, look, little houses. The designs on these are just, honestly, they're just great, aren't they? Okay, I'm going to head out this way. I actually haven't been this far at all yet. Really stepped that far, as I've said. See another little piece of it. Oh, look at that. The colour, isn't that just... That's incredible, isn't it? I just spotted a rock. Yes. I thought it was a bottle. It was just a rock, so... A lot of intriguing looking things out, aren't there? Does that say gin? No, it doesn't. It doesn't say gin at all. Obviously, I'm just imagining that. 275 mils. I don't know what that is, you know. I mean, I'm guessing from the bottom that it's quite modern. 17 millimetres. But what is it? Let me know what you think. There's another bottle there as well, which I think is probably modern. But I'm going to grab my gloves anyway. We'll pull it out and have a look. And then we'll head a bit further down. So, back in a sec. Okay, let's have a little look. Yeah, pretty modern, I think, isn't it? It's just a wine bottle, I'd say. It's really odd here that there's so much kind of modern stuff mixed in with old stuff, and it just kind of is buried in exactly the same way. So it's pretty cool, I suppose. It's a broken piece. See the handle of something here. Oh, look, a paintbrush. See what I mean? Lots of modern stuff too. Let's see what this blue thing is though. That's an old tin of some sort, isn't it? That's usually a sign of, you usually find these around bottle dumps, old sort of tin and enamel dishes. That looks like another ginger, doesn't it? I wonder if that's the bottom. No, because we had the bottom of the other one. One day, I feel like we're getting closer. We've maybe got enough to piece one together now. Bit of a haphazard one. So it must be time to find a complete one, do you think? We'll keep trying anyway. Okay, let's see what else there is here. This stuff is quite slimy on the bottom, so forgive me if I'm a bit rocky on my feet. It's just the time of year, I think. The sun's just come out, so it's all growing in. You that I can feel just a rock. And look, obviously I'm going with the directions of the water, so I'm making it more difficult for myself than I need to. Look at that, another little bit of pink. Look, isn't that great? An unusual colour to find. Bone, I think. Yeah, not one for the collection. Although I must admit, I'm always a little bit interested in bones and teeth. I don't know why. A bit macabre, isn't it? But yeah. Oh look, you're lovely, aren't you? Look at that, isn't that great? Quite quite a simple pattern, isn't it? But just really effective with the colours. So while I'm pootling around, let me just say thanks for all your support and all the comments on the last video. You all seem to enjoy the tour of Bath, so I'm really pleased that you liked that. If I haven't responded to your comment yet, I'm sorry. I promise I have read it. I do try and respond to as many as I can. It's just sometimes not possible to respond to all of them. That would have been a nice one, I reckon. But there we go. Right, let's head down this way a little bit, and then I will put you down and bring you back if I find anything. Can you see anything obvious? Oh, look at it, it's lovely and sunny. Ryan in the distance there. Just come out into the sunny bit, so that's nice. Been under that bridge for ages, you know. Forgot the sun was shining. Oh look, a little bottle. That's really sweet, isn't it? Again, I don't think that's that old. It's got a little screw cap. Looks like a little medicine bottle or something, doesn't it? Maybe a beer bottle. A little stumpy one. What do you think? Obviously, I'm going to say I quite like it because I always do. I like everything that I find. Oh, look. Let me just empty my hands a minute. Collection building up. Look at this. Oh, lovely. Lovely design. Trees, little fence, and the nice design around the outside. Isn't that super? I love that. And a couple of little glass things here, look. So I'm just going to carefully see what they are. I think they're probably broken, but we'll have a look. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Swedish vodka, apparently. So, you know, found a bottle of every type, I think, here. So, look, you can see that this one's quite buried. That doesn't mean that it's old here, though, because, like I said, the modern stuff and the old stuff are all in the kind of same condition. So, let's try it anyway. No, it's modern. Look, it's had a label. I can't work out what it was, but I don't think we're too worried about that, are we? Colour, look. Oh look, that's lovely, isn't it? Oh no, it's a nice piece. Okay, so I think I'm gonna have a little pootle round and I will bring you back and catch you up on what I find. See you in a sec. Look, here's another one of these bottles. So that's two in fairly close proximity. Again, don't think that they're old, but I just can't work out what they are, so let me know what you think. I'm going to keep them until I know, in case they are something very interesting and exciting. Because if you don't know, you don't know, right? Really odd shape, aren't they? Look at the lovely flowers. Spring flowers, look. So I found another bottle here that I wanted to show you. This is sort of in between one. It's not super modern, but nor is it super old. I'd say about sort of 80s or something. And around the bottom it says this bottle is the property of Corona. And some of you, I'm sure, will remember, as I do, that in the sort of late 80s, early 90s, for me anyway, I'm sure it was earlier than that as well. On a Saturday morning, the Corona man used to come round. Used to have a blue van on my street, and it used to come round, and you could go and buy a bottle of fizzy pop. We always used to get a lemonade, and you take the bottle away, and then if you take the bottle back next time, then you get some money off your next bottle. So that's why it belongs to Corona. You sort of pay a deposit the first time and then the money comes off the next one. So really fond memories in this bottle. I know it's not an ancient relic, it's not got no sort of monetary value, but it's got some sort of sentimental value for me. It just reminds me of a happy Saturday morning hearing the Corona man come round and begging my mum to be allowed to be the one to go and buy the bottle of lemonade this week. So, you know, simple childish pleasures, eh? I found another nice little bottle here. Look, this is Sloane's Liniment. So, and I think it says here, yeah, look, made in the USA. Quite cute. I don't know what Sloane's liniment was. I've seen bottles like this before, but I'll do some research and I'll show you what I can find. See if I can find a nice old advert for it. So I'm pretty sure that we have never found one of these before and that this is the first one in our collection, which is always nice, isn't it? So yeah, super pleased with that. My pottery collection is growing a little bit. Look, I found some more lovely pieces since I've seen you. Look at this, isn't this just stunning? Lovely sort of daisy pattern. And a nice big bit of bowl left with that lovely blue pattern under there. I think that's going to clean up nicely. So that's really great. And we're still looking, so still stuff coming out, which is pretty cool. Lots to take home and clean up. So it's been a good sunny lark so far. And I'll bring you back shortly and let you know what else there is. See you in a sec. Hello, let me just catch you up on some of Ryan's finds that he's brought back. So this is like Ryan's little collection here, like some of it you've seen already. So he's found another bit of a ginger beer bottle. Look at that. And we had hoped that it was part of the same bottle, but it's not, unfortunately. Although, I might give it another go. So that's pretty fun. That's nice, isn't it? We've seen that already. Oh, look at this. Love a little tiny bottle. I wonder what was in it. That's really sweet, isn't it? Some sort of medicine, I always like to think. Oh, look at this one as well. This is nice. It's a really great find. And then there's a little pot here. What's that? Metal? Yeah. Crikey, look at that in it. Take a bit of cleaning. And there is a pair of handles as well, but unfortunately not the handles for the pot. That would have been nice, wouldn't it? These are quite sweet, Nick. I really like to find those too. I want to get you off of it, but not quite. What's this? This is computer memory. That's all I know. know anything more about it than that, but isn't it weird that you've got, you know, a whole different mix of eras right there. There is another paste jar, always great. So that'll be home and cleaned. It's a pretty sweet one actually, isn't it? So I know I've explained this before. If you've seen my videos before, you'll know that I find these a lot. Paste is like a meat paste. So it would have been, you know, like chicken or beef paste, something like that. And you would have put it on bread or crackers or just, you know, had it on its own, I guess. It was cheap. It was really kind of easy. So it was obviously a bit of a staple down here in the West Country. And then look at this bottle at the back. This is like a milk bottle, doesn't it? So let's see if we can see anything on it. Any names or anything. It's really weird, sort of a rocky crud that grows on it. Can't see any name of dairy or anything, but I will, it'll be cleaned. So I'll have a look when it's clean. So yeah, what a little neat collection that he's brought back for us. Look at that, isn't that great? So we're just sort of coming to an end now. Oh, he's just fished out another thing actually, look. Oh look, the bottom of an old shoe. I absolutely love finding these. You know, we haven't found one for a while actually. Still got the little plate on the front, look. And the heel plate. My goodness. Isn't that brilliant? And all the sort of the hobnails, look. Through the middle. That's a really nice example actually. Pretty big, isn't it? Pretty wide, so I'd say man's, wouldn't you? Men's. Look at that, crikey. So yeah, that's absolutely lovely. I love finding these because you will have heard me, if I'm sure, say it before. Like, you know, an actual person would have worn that. It would have been part of their life. They would have worn it to work or, you know, out, and that person is a part of history. They've got a story to tell, and that's why I love to find it. Even though it is just the bottom of an old shoe, it's so much more than that to me. So that's super. And I just pulled this out as well actually, which is like a little glass jar. Again, it's not super old, but it has on the bottom, it's got, always upside down, isn't it? It's got Cheeseborough. We can't see that, but there you go. And then MFC Co Limited, London. And I found one of these before, an older example of that, and it turns out that it's a sort of Vaseline jar, so like a petroleum jelly sort of jar. These were like the precursors to it becoming Vaseline, and being in the sort of plastic tubs or the little tins that you get nowadays. So I'm going to go and add that to its older cousin, if you like, because again, that's quite neat, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to have one last scout around under the bridge. Sun's going down a little bit now, but it's been a really successful trip. So one last scout around, let you know if we find anything else, and then we'll let you know when we're heading off. See you in a sec. Hi guys, so we're just sort of getting ready to go, and we thought we'd just go one last sort of comb over just up from the bridge, so the other direction from where I took you earlier. Ryan set me a challenge, the best find in a couple of minutes wins. So I thought I was doing quite well because I found a lovely bit of pipe stem. Always like to find that. And look, these nice handles, pretty common for us, but you know, nothing wrong with that. I thought might be in with a chance. Ryan's found this, and I'm actually a little bit envious. Look at it, the Bristol Firelighter Co. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So he did say, let's leave it to you to decide. You tell us who you think was the winner in the comments, but I think we already know. So anyway, some extra finds to add to our collection today. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll do you a quick roundup before we head off of everything that we've collected here, just to show you everything that we found, and then I'm going to take it home and clean it. So watch out for some cleaned photos on my Facebook and Instagram over the next few days or so. See you in a sec. So this sign is just under the water, like waiting to be found. I don't know how it's ended up here. We thought it was one of those sort of enamel metal signs. It's actually too heavy to move. It's one of those, you know, the one that goes outside the shop. I think it lights up probably. So yeah, there you go. Just thought I'd show you that there is also a post office here. So here's another broken bottle, but it's a really nice one, so I'm going to show you anyway. Look at that, top's hit off. And it says on it CJ Hughes around the top, look, and that lovely sort of emblem there, and then it's Bath at the bottom. So as I said before, a couple of you have given me some tips about just sort of sawing the tops of these off to make nice jars, and this looks like a perfect candidate, doesn't it? So I'm taking it home. I'm going to ask Ryan to give it a go. When he gets around to it, let you know how it comes out. Okay, let me just give you a quick roundup of everything that we found, because I think it's a pretty impressive haul, and I've certainly enjoyed it. So you've seen most of it already, I'm pretty sure, but a couple of sets of these nice old handles. Look, they're really decorative, aren't they? This great old phone, bit of computer memory, a couple of bits of ginger, beer bottles. So still a bit gutted about those, but we're on track to get some better ones. This nice old shoe. And then some nice bottles and jars, look. What a great haul for today. Yeah, I think we've lost a paste jar as well. There's another one somewhere, I think. I really like this. One of my favourite things that I found today. I also really like this bottle, which is the Bristol Firelighter Company one that Ryan just found as part of our little challenge. And of course this is always a winner, isn't it? To find a clay pipe is always a winner for us. So there we go. So that's it for us today. I'm going to take it home and clean it all up. It all looks a bit cruddy, doesn't it, at the moment, but it'll clean up beautifully, I'm sure. So let me know what your favourite find of today was. I really hope that you've enjoyed the video. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget you can also find me on Facebook, Lucy Larking, and on Instagram as well, also Lucy Larking. So do check me out there, and I'll give you updates every so often on what I'm doing and where we're going. Thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you next time. Thanks guys, bye. So we're just heading out back to the car, and I just stopped, got very deep to find this because I wanted to see what it was, and I'm glad that I did, because look at it. It's an old foot warmer, half of one anyway, and it's got the look, the little patent there. It would have had a picture, I'm sure. Isn't that neat? So that is a bit of a relic of a bygone era, isn't it? A shame it's not complete, but I thought you might appreciate seeing it anyway. So we're going to say goodbye to this place now. Hope you've enjoyed it. See you next time.